Hey everyone, David here with Headset Advisor. Hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about unified communications. What is it? And especially from a headset company perspective, what does it mean in the headset space when they say a headset is UC compatible? So let's dive in right now. So, for starters, the easiest way that I can explain unified communications is it unified communications takes all of your different forms of communication, such as your text, your phone calls, your video meetings, and bunches it all together in one application. So there's only one place to look for your messages and all your communications internally. I'm going to show you some examples here in just a second, but what happened previously is you would have your email, you would have another app like Instant Messenger app, you would have your cell phone, your desk phone, all of them that did not communicate amongst one another. So um, sometimes you would lose communications between internally just because you're using different forms of communication and it creates confusion. Whereas if you have it all in one app, it helps so that you see all of your stuff right there in one application, whether it's a instant message, a phone call, a video meeting, on your calendar or whatever it is. So let me just share with you what two of the most popular ones looks like. So this one right here is Ring Central. And as you can see, there are phone calls on the left here. You have your video meetings, you have your instant messages, you have contacts in here. Then you have your tasks, events, files, anything you want to share internally with your team is available there. Now, with Microsoft Teams, this is the same thing. You have the same thing chat. They call this thing teams, where you can create teams of people for your organization that can communicate on like a billboard type thing. You can do meetings, video meetings. You can see who's on your team, all that stuff. You can look at calendar and groups of calendars, team calendars, all together inside the app. You can do phone calls and you can share files and all of that stuff. So um, let me stop sharing my screen here. So that is what the software side of unified communications means. Now, from a headset perspective, most of the time when you see a headset that says UC, typically it just means that it connects to the computer via USB cable or wirelessly USB plugged in. And what that's going to do, if it's UC optimized, is it's going to have functionality on the headset, such as this one. So if this headset's plugged in the computer and you're using Microsoft Teams, a phone call comes in, you can press this button and it's going to automatically answer your call without having to click a mouse button. You can adjust your volume or mute the microphone, and that actually triggers it to mute it on the software platform. With the wireless headsets, if it's UC enabled, it'll likely have a USB dongle that looks something like this, which is going to give you the optimizations for that software. So, for example, Plantronics makes a headset that is compatible with Ring Central. So, when you get a phone call on Ring Central, you can press a button on your headset and answer the call. So, you could be 50 feet away from your computer, hear the phone call in your headset, click the button, answer the call. So, a headset that is not UC optimized will not do that. So that's typically what you see from headsets regarding unified communications, but there's also one other. And let me share with you my screen. This is um, a headset by Plantronics. It's their wireless headset 8200 series. And as you see on the top of this charging base, you see those three icons. So this one headset will allow you to connect to desk phones, mobile phones, and computers all from one headset. So the benefit of that is that you get one headset for any communication that you would need, aka they unify the communications, just consolidating the communications into in this case, one headset. And in the office, I like having that because then I can bring in my desk phone calls, my cell phone calls, and my computer calls. I'm doing a Zoom meeting. I use the same headset for that. I can't tell you how many times I've seen somebody that's like myself here. Oh, I got my wireless headset. I got my wired headset for the computer, my Bluetooth headset, and myself. They got two, three different headsets for all these different communication platforms. So having one headset for all of those communication platforms is very helpful. Reduces the clutter. It's just a much better experience. Same thing's happening with the unified communication software. So instead of using email and a different instant messenger and different software or different way to use phone calls and cell phones, it's just bridged all together to make it nice and convenient so you don't lose your messages and lose your communications. It just helps bring all that stuff together. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please hit that thumbs up on this video. And if you have any comments, put it in the comment section below. We will respond to all of the comments. If you have any other questions, go ahead and put them in there. Otherwise, that's all I got. And I hope this was helpful and made things a little less confusing for unified communications. That's all for now. We'll see you next time.